Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm JC and today's video is going to be another AuthorTube tag that I got from Danica Who's channel, and it's Defying Writing Stereotypes tag, and I think there's only like 5 questions, so yeah, let's just get into it. Question number 1: what are 3 to 5 writer stereotypes that don't apply to you? Oh, okay. So, the first one is the alcoholic writer stereotype. I don't drink alcohol at all, so that's the first one that does not apply to me. Yeah, I'm not saying I've never drunk before. I just don't now. Way back when I used to use it as a coping mechanism, realized it was starting to become a problem, and I don't drink. So that is a stereotype that that does not apply to me. And I never used it to write. So another stereotype, let's see. I didn't think this through. Another writer stereotype. Suppose it said that most writers have cats. I don't have a cat. I don't hate cats, but I don't necessarily like cats. If anything, I would have a dog, which I'm working on, but so that's another. I don't do cats. They're cute. I really love to look at them. But let's see. Another one is, oh, this question was much easier. Is that a stereotype? No. Another writer stereotype is that writers are messy, and I think that's one that definitely would not apply to me. And if you asked anyone who knew me personally, they would tell you that my OCD does not allow me to be messy. Not too messy. There's my version of messy, and then there's the world's version of messy. My version of messy is if something is slightly out of place, and then it drives me crazy. And that's my messy. My desk does get a bit messier than I would like it to be, but even then, other people will see my desk and like, that's not messy at all. So apparently I am neat, but there's a misconception that writers are messy. So that is another stereotype that does not apply to me. Number 2, what part of the writing process is hardest for you? I'm not sure how that's a stereotype, but editing. Hear me out. I know that sounds weird coming from a freelance editor. I have no problem editing other people's stuff, but when it comes to my stuff, it is extremely hard because I don't want to cut anything out. Logically, I know you have to, but they're my babies, and I don't want to cut any of it. So that's the hardest part for editing my own work, is editing. Number 3, do you ever feel imposter syndrome as a writer, and what about as a YouTuber? Yes and yes. Feel imposter syndrome as a writer all the time. I'm not as well, technically, since my first novel is now unpublished and I have not yet republished it, technically I guess I am still, I'm no longer a published author. I don't know how that works when something is unpublished, but when you get anyway, until I republish again, I kind of feel like a bit of an imposter. I have tons of ideas that should be published by now, but they're not. So as a YouTuber, I feel like an imposter all the time because I'm just not as good as you guys. I'm working on it. I'm trying. But I know I'll get there. Yeah. So, yeah, a little. Number 4, do you generally receive support or skepticism about your writing? Depends on who I talk to about it. From people who know my passion for writing goes really, really deep, who have known me for decades, I get tons of support. To people I just meet, oh, you're a writer, like it's nothing. So, even to some members of my family, they don't really take my writing seriously, and that's fine. I've come to terms with that. Doesn't matter. And number 5, what is one piece of advice you want to give to new writers? Write for yourself. Yes, you are writing to publish for other people, but initially you are writing for yourself. When you write for yourself, that's all that really matters. The rest will come in the editing process and, you know, the rewriting of it and whatever, the cleaning up of things, but it's not going to be perfect for the first draft. Write it for yourself. If you write it for yourself, you can't go wrong. And that's my bit of advice. Yeah, so that's it for this video. If you like what you see and you want to see more videos from me, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And let me know in the comments what writer stereotypes don't apply to you. What ones do you hate to hear as if they're just like the general rule for all writers? Let me know. So, until next time, have a blessed day. Bye.